Hi everybody, this is Ali and I'm here with my dad, Nathan.
Hi.
So in the past you've seen the DNA results for me. You've also seen the DNA results of my sister Tiffany, my boyfriend Nigel, my mom Marcella, my cousin Samara, and now you're going to see the results of my dad, Nathan. Daddy, tell everybody where you're from.
Well, I'm from Trinidad, West Indies.
Dad's parents was born in Trinidad as well, and they go back, I believe, 2 generations until they go back to Barbados.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get to his results because we're excited. We haven't seen it before, so let's get to the results. All right. Okay. All right. So these are your results right here. It says that you're 85.6% African,
That's good.
and from that you're 81.1% West African. You're 2.7% Central and South African, and you're 1.8% broadly sub-Saharan African. So 81.1% is West African, which makes sense because people that were stolen from Africa and taken to the Western world were from West Africa. So yeah, so that makes sense. Whoa, Daddy, you're 12.9% European.
Well, that's good.
12.9%.
A lot
Wow.
of white in me.
So 12.9% European. Wow. Okay, so 8.9% of that is northwestern European, and that is more like British, Irish, and stuff like that. Wow, you're 1.8% Southern European, so that's Spanish. That's that's Spain, Italy, like those places. So 1% of that is Iberian. The Iberian Peninsula is Spain and Portugal. And you're 2.1% broadly European. Wow. You're 0.7% South Asian. That is India.
India.
Yeah, that is India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, those areas. Wow, 0.7%. And then you're 0.5% East Asian and Native American. East 0.4% Southeast Asian. That is China, Southwest Asia, and then places like Burma, Indonesian, and less than 0.1% Native American. So you have just a little bit. They are guessing you have a tiny little bit of native Caribbean. We don't know what type of tribe. The Caribs or the Arawaks, and then 0.3% unassigned. So all in all, you're 85.6% African, 12.9% European, 0.7% South Asian, and 0.5% East Asian and Native American.
That make up the 100%.
Yes, that makes up your 100%. Your haplogroup is basically the path that your wow, the path that your mother's, your father's. So we're gonna look at that. So your maternal haplogroup is L1B1A, and that is your mother's line. So let's see more about that. Okay, so L1B1A. This is L1B1A is found mostly exclusively in Ethiopia and Sudan, who also have that genes are Nigerians and people from Guinea. L1B1A is the only branch of L1B that extended to Northeast Africa. It appears to have arrived in Northeast Africa about 15,000 years ago. So that is your mother's lineage. Okay, so your father's side, your paternal side, it's E-M4254. So it's predominant in Africa south of the Sahara Desert. It's more of a generalized result that they show you for the paternal side. And that group of men that has passed down the same gene, it's 17,000 years.
17,000 years.
Yeah.
So,
no. Okay, so let's go down to my ancestry timeline. They're asking me how many generations ago was your most recent ancestor for each population. So my most recent West African ancestor is 1 generation ago. The last Spanish ancestor I had was at least 5 generations ago, from the 1830s. The last British and Irish ancestor I had was in the 1830s, 5 generations ago. and the same for South Asian. The last Indian or Pakistani ancestor was 5 generations ago. Central and South African ancestor, that was 6 generations ago, around the 1800s. Southeast Asian and North African is the same thing, around the 1800s. Wow. Wondering where your 3.8% British and Irish ancestry came from? By comparing your parents' DNA to your own, we've determined how your ancestry composition was inherited. Okay, so because your results are there and they have my results, they show me what I got from mommy and what I got from you. So I got for 48.1% of mommy's African genes, and I got 43.2% of your African genes. 1.7% of mommy's European, and 5.9% of your European genes. Oh wow. Okay, 0.1% East Asian Native American, and the same thing. Oh wow. That's crazy. Okay, so let's go to your DNA relatives, and these are everybody that you're related to.
Okay.
You have 866 relatives out there.
Okay. Well, how do you know if they die or if they're alive?
These are all people that took the test with 23andMe.
Oh, that took the test.
Yeah,
okay.
so they were alive.
Oh, they had to be alive to take the test. So people in Trinidad take the test too.
Well, they don't mail it to Trinidad right now, but then they're probably Trinidadians who live in the United States. Yeah. So you get a lot of results of American people and a lot of European people.
Okay.
So you'll find a lot of people who live in places in America that you've never been to before, but they're cousins to us because of a great grandfather or grandmother that we have in common. And these are people of different races and from all over the world. So we share 49.8% DNA. Half of you is me.
49.8%.
49.8%. So we share 49.8% DNA. You share 49.8% of your DNA with Alison Rice. Alison Rice is your daughter. So look at the chart. All of this is half identical DNA that we have in common. Yeah. So comparing your results to mine, I'm 91.3% African, you're 85.6% African, which makes sense because you being 85%, mommy's 95%, it makes sense that I fall right in between, which is like around 90%. So that's perfect. You're 12.9% European, mommy was 4% European, so me being 7.6% makes sense. South Asian 0.7, that's you, and I'm 0.6. Just a little less because mommy is 0%. East Asian Native American, you're 0.5 and I'm 0.2. Yeah. And then Middle Eastern and North African, you're 0% and I'm less than 0.1. So this came from mommy's side. So that just shows you the ancestries that we have and how everything here matches up. The wonderful thing about you testing with 23andMe is that all of my DNA relatives, people that are related to you, I know for sure that they are related to me on your side. If they're not related to you, then they're related definitely to mommy's side. I remember I told you about this woman before.
Yes, Judy.
Yes, yeah, and Florence Thomas.
Yeah, Florence.
Yeah, she's in her 90s.
Where's she living?
Somewhere in the United States. I have to talk to her great-granddaughter. She's in the same generation with your father.
But she spelled her name R-I-C.
Yeah, R-I.
But it's same family. So it could be the other side of Rice that didn't change. Didn't put the Y instead of the I.
People choose to spell their names differently.
Well, the results looks good. Good to know that connected to a big bunch of people. Hundreds of people.
Also, there's another website called GEDmatch. When you download your results, it's called raw DNA. You can actually put it next to somebody else's results to see if they're related to you or not. So when you put in yours and mine, it actually shows how much DNA we have in common, just like how you saw with 23andMe. So yeah.
GEDmatch.com.
Yeah.
GEDmatch.
So all the blue that you see is matching segments that are greater than 7 centimorgans, and centimorgans is just a measurement. And if you look through all the chromosomes, you'll see that solid blue line there, all the way down, because half of your DNA went to me. So it just shows you how much. It just shows you how much we definitely do have in common. And if you were putting two people that weren't related, you won't see all the colors on this.
It wouldn't be as
no.
It wouldn't be together like that.
Yeah. You guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Check out the links in the description box where you'll be able to find a 10% off discount for Ancestry DNA. It's only there for a limited time, so make sure you take advantage of those savings. I have more results of more family members to show you, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and make sure you click on the bell so that you'll get a notification every time I have a new result that's ready. Alright, well, until next time. Bye.
Bye.